Hello, welcome to another Patreon music suggestion live stream. I'm really excited to be here. We are going to be listening to, discussing, reacting, exploring, discovering, enjoying video game music together with me, your host, Marco Meatball, guiding this ship thanks to the wonderful folks over at Patreon. Hard to believe another month has gone by. And I'm really, really grateful, of course, for your continued support on Patreon and also your continued support on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, so on and so forth. A couple things worth talking about really quickly. In the next couple days, the first annual MMO awards are going to be happening. And I am nominated for an award from my video called I Hate Flow. It's nominated for Video of the Year. I'm really excited about it. I'd love to win since it's all about music and the power that music has to make us emotional, make us cry. That would be very, 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 very exciting to win in a category that's full of game videos, but not game music videos. But we'll see what happens there. Other things worth noting is next week, if you're watching this in the future, hello, it's already happened. Ambience Synesthesia anniversary concert number 4 of Arknights. We'll be watching that on Monday evening. I'm really excited about that. Also expecting many more music streams as I move into September. I got some downtime here where I've been doing some thinking about how I want to continue to bring live streams to the channel that are not just these Patreon live streams. I was not the best about it in August, but I do plan on doing more in the coming months and years. So I'm happy to have you here. Doesn't matter if you're a patron, although these will be Patreon picks. What else do I have to tell you? Investor calls for patrons will be going out. I will be doing an investor video on the Patreon that you can watch at any tier, $3 and up. That will be a video, just a quick update. Basically things that I wouldn't necessarily say publicly. I will be saying in that Patreon video. You're welcome to watch that instead of taking the time out in this on this particular stream. I will be doing that in a separate video for you next week, hopefully midweek. As you've seen on the channel, there have been lots of guests on the channel that will continue into the new year. I have many episodes continuing to change some iterations, continuing to change how that functions, how that works. Really interesting experiment. And very, very thrilled to see the health of the channel and to see how things have been just going generally. It's been really, really great. We have a very, very, very much long list to go through, and we were going to be starting here. Troy, fun fact. Your video is not, we're not going to do your songs here, Troy, because they're going to be on a different, hey, we are going to be doing something, so Troy is, you're in the upper tier of the, I'm going to do yours in a separate video. You all wanted me to do Lost Odyssey. That's going to be in a separate RPG episode coming later in the future. So let's hold off on those. I just resubscribed. Why did you unsubscribe? All right. Renshin, R No Surge. Ode to an Unborn Star. Class. Appreciate you though, Scott. Thank you. I owe you some Minecraft music, probably. Class X Paya. Composition arrangement by special guest Kenji Kawai, another heavy Rion 4213 language song. Let's check it out. Wait. Xpaya? Wait, we already did this one, Renshin, didn't we? Wasn't this on the video I made? Wait a second. I made a video with this song in it. Oh boy. It's in the video. Right? I'm almost positive. Yes, we did. We did blue highlights, but this says start here. Ah, it's already highlighted. Oh man, I'm silly. All right, never mind. False start. Pause. Reset. Where the hell did we leave off then? We left off at oh god, this list. Hold on. Yellow or mine? Okay, no, we're uh-oh. Oh, I see what red card did. Ah, okay. All right. So then we're actually at Umineko no Naku Koro ni. All set. Golden Sneer. Ryan, out of fairness, I'm not even trying to sell you this Umineko track this time. This is Golden Sneer from Umineko. I love that you can tell the rhythm that something's up to no good, right? It's so fun. Green highlights. I like how we take the original motif and play with it a little bit, so now we're adding drum underneath the snare. Little harpsichord accents. The atmospherics in it make it feel like otherworldly, kind of, doesn't it? What is this? Oh my god, that sounds exactly like that sounds like oh my god, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, nice, almost like a rondo. Oh, and then we reset. Huh. String accents. I think this is a loop, but Hey, India. Oh my gosh, India. I'm having Indian food tonight. Thanks, Rita. Appreciate that. All right. So I really dig that. It's really simple and fun, and I think the reason why it's so, I like that it takes the melody that we established at the very beginning, and then it keeps expanding on it, and it has a really easy journey. So like even though it loops around 3. Oh my god! You made the recipe?
Yes.
It's just really fun to. I'll share it with the class in a second. It just does a great job of obviously there's a little bit of mischievousness, a little bit of like sneaking around, a little bit of being playful, but like in a not so good way, and also it has a tendency to. Why does it do that? It does that with the rhythm. It does that with the ba-da-ba-dum bum bum, and then there's also like a dance between elegance and this mischievousness. So whoever's at play here, I would assume there's almost like a feeling of being like classically poised, like being very proper, especially when we get the Bachian Baroque sound quality. It's cool. It's cool. Also, just for the record, these streams are really like meant to be a casual like listening party. So like, I do my best to try to give you some like real deep whatever, but like, also like, you know, we're also just listening to music together. So, also we've been working really hard on health, and so this is an apple pie smoothie, which I don't expect Mary to make, but I appreciate that she did. Apple protein powder, milk, yogurt, some other stuff, and it tastes like apple pie. I'm so excited. Okay, let's go up to all right, I'm gonna go back up to Turandot here because I see 3 greens. So cinnamon, nutmeg, a little bit of oats. It's dairy free. It's lactose free because I cannot eat dairy. Guild Wars 2, Aurene Dragon Full of Light. Flying Cookie. If you don't know, I have played about 116 hours of Guild Wars 2 since starting it, and I'm helplessly addicted. Hey, Apple. The singers are actually NPCs, followers of the dragon Aurene. Part of the story in the world, you will hear them in the game when passing by. Is there Project Moon? Who knows? I have no idea. I love the way that we climb up. Take flight. So it's really cool here, and this is the tier where I'll do a deeper analysis. So and now I will stop and start quite a bit. But what's really cool here is we have the hum. So that's our bass because there's no instrumentation underneath. It's just voice. And what we have here is a melody over top, and obviously we have lyrics, very poetic, very talking about Aurene the dragon as a savior, so on and so forth. And I like that we go all the way up to the top because she's a dragon. We go all the way to the top like we're soaring through the sky, and then we da 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 da, and we go back down and we descend. So there's this real semblance of like almost a religiousness, a reverence certainly for Aurene based on what she does in the game too. it makes sense why this would be there. There's a real quality in this of like Aurene is like a protector, you know. Call and response between the sopranos and the tenors, and now they're merging. Notice how the bass is always. Notice how basses are always like ho ho ho. It's pretty cool. Welcome in, Eagles. COD World at War's Russian theme. There's always room for COD, and I just did an FPS video that will get uploaded here, hopefully in the next couple weeks, and it's not in there, but it could go on part 2. See how we're ascending? That's awesome. Guide us through the night. What's cool here is that then, you know how in the beginning we started and the tenors were the main melody? Well, now what we've done is we've put the tenors in the middle. So if you don't know this, soprano, alto, tenor, bass, and choir formats. And the altos and the tenors are the ones that have the harmony, while the bass is the supporting line and the sopranos are almost always the melodic line. Thank you. Hi, Snowtree. So, it's interesting here because here we actually replace the tenors as the lead melodic singers and we put the sopranos in, which is really cool. You can hear that transition around here. Right there, we've already, here's where we switch, right here. You hear that? Hear that crunch and the harmony there? And then here, fly. It's all unison. Now we have the tenors again thrusting forward. High flux. It almost feels like flying, doesn't it? Like the wings. Oh, that's a nice slide. We're pulled back, mezzo piano. Wow, it didn't resolve. That's really good. And it obviously hits harder now that I sort of starting to understand who Aurene is. But even without Aurene, I mean, the quality there is really, really, really well done. I want to make a video for Guild Wars 2 called Please Don't Play Guild Wars 2 because it's such a perfect little MMO that's like tucked away. It's not really mainstream. No one knows about it. Everyone helps each other. Everyone's really friendly. Like there's no like mainstream bullshit that comes with it, and I just want to like keep it tucked away, keep it quiet, keep it safe. You know, just don't come in here. Don't touch it. I love it. It's easily one of my top 10 games ever made. To get this mount called the Sky Scale, I had to do 4 world events yesterday, and it's just incredible how like the community still rallies around. They've done such a great job with horizontal progression where, you know, in typical MMOs, you hop in, you're like, okay, what do I need to do to get to the next like higher level? In Guild Wars 2, it's like, okay, I have my gear. Exotic gear is fine. I don't need legendary or ascendant unless I really want to. And look at how everything content from like 8 years ago is still as relevant as it is now. That's wild to me. God, I love Guild Wars. And if you do like Guild Wars, in the Discord, I actually made a channel specifically for Guild Wars. Right now, it's just Deersley and I. Also, it's free up to level 80, and the story's great. And the mounts are the best mounts in an MMO ever made. And every mount has utility that makes the game completely better. Raptors that jump across chasms, rabbits that jump really high, griffins that glide and are the fastest mounts in the game. You know, and everything you do, it's got progression. It feels a lot like Warframe in that way, where everything you do, you can do for the sake of progression. And you know, you're not really everything in the game has meaning and purpose. And you know, if you want to grind out for frames, you can. If you want to grind out for special mounts and stuff. Anyway, don't play it though, because I like it. I want to leave it alone. don't get in there. But really, you should. It's a great game. It's under the radar too. You know, Daniel, I don't remember ever playing that Guild Wars 2 song on stream, but apparently you do. So, speaking of Daniel, The Legend of Spyro, The Eternal Night, Mount Malafor. This is one of the tracks I chose to omit before to give a more impactful track to the spotlight. This is the theme of the Mountain of Malafor throughout the level, and this level has a lyric, so you can see what this place is about. The words originally come from Tristia, book 1. What's this? 1x11? No, by Ovid. A little bit of like Gregorian chant, but not really. The piano doubling the men actually down there, which is pretty cool. Just one note though. The timpani represents thunder, isn't that cool? Super low on the piano. The one may look for booty through my blood. Hell yeah. That's not what I wanted to stop and talk about. Yes, there's live chat on Twitter. So over top, the sopranos sustaining like that. The juxtaposition between the lower bass males singing it's an interesting like device to have the soprano, because the men themselves work. We just heard it without those sopranos over top. But it actually works really well to have a little bit of extra oomph in there with the sopranos over top. It sort of adds a sense of layering and a sense of dynamicism. Dynamicism? Am I having a stroke? Dynamicism. You know what I mean? Like just having a little bit of space there. It's not needed, but it works to enhance the listening experience. Dynamism. Hey Bam, welcome in. Starting to get some string instruments in there. It's still doubling, so lots of doubling underneath. Full doubling now. It's neat seeing the harp. Oh man, that is really stacked. So it's a guitar and a harp. Big timpani. And then the violin comes in. Yada, yada. The steps down. That's like a out of key to go. Dee da doo. It's just like the guitar and the harp are really effective. I think because guitar and harp are, because they're like stringed instruments and they have a very open sound naturally. When you mix them like that, the sound quality is really unnerving, isn't it? It does provide the sense of like, because I wonder too, like when you pluck the strings like that, there's a sense of, there's an openness when the strings sort of settle in, you know what I mean? Where there's like, it doesn't just like end. It's not like when you hit something like, right? When you hit something, it sort of hits and then it sort of dissipates. But here we have this like, what's up, Jeff? How you doing, bro? It's cool. That was a good one, Daniel. Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Oh, hell yeah. See, Heroes of Might and Magic is a series that I've been really wanting to put into a thematic video so that it gets more plays, because Hom is wonderful, and I think a lot of people either have forgotten about it. Like, the people that played it haven't forgotten about it, but a lot of people have forgotten about it. 1999 was a long time ago, despite being very alive. I think it's a really important game soundtrack, and it was doing things that really like are just so special. And actually know the singer. Funny enough, I sang with the singer in 2010. It was right before I went to grad school, or no, it was my first year of grad school, so it was 2010. So anyway, let's see. Simply just an amazing song from one of the best strategy titles of all time. Prove it. Town theme. Twitch streams of Heroes 3. Really? Thanks, Guard Dog. Wow. It's interesting how essentially it's a waltz. Konnichiwa. It's interesting how deep this is. Like, it's not like a very like silly little plot town theme. Like, you get the sense that like big things happen here. You know what I mean? A little bit of playfulness, kind of, in the pits and the strings. Back to the waltz. Oh. And the reason why I say playfulness is if you listen, like that to me, when I say playfulness, I meant mysteriousness. Sorry, the yogurt went to my head there. Like that doesn't sound like happy, playful, wonderful sun shining on the field of, you know, whatever. This is like it's like a bustling place where lots of stuff happens, mostly magic related. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just cool. And then random accents with the flute in there, obviously. That's a cool little accent too. It does a great job of really placing you in the spot, don't you think? Do you feel like it has a bit of a Russian dance vibe to it? Chum chum cha. Man, a huge swell there at the end. That's interesting. I like that. I like that. I mean, I think like it's such a classical piece. It does, you know, as my teacher would say, it does exactly what's on the tin. It's presented to you with the soundscape of, you know, just sort of like it kind of, you know exactly where you are when you listen to it. Like you can pick out the emotions really quickly. You know what I mean? That was from Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Tower theme. I hope you're satisfied, Bam. That was fun. Thank you for letting me listen to that. Okay, now we can go down to 99. Oh, RoboQuest. Ooh. Yeah, I really like this game. I almost did a sponsored thing for them, and then it didn't work out. But I absolutely loved what I played of this. Oh no, I'm sorry, not RoboQuest. I'm thinking of another. Never mind. Sorry, I should clarify. I meant another game. Another game involving robots. This is awesome. You can hear how bright and playful this is right away. I love the energy in this. It's weird. It reminds me so much of like almost like Blink 182, which feels weird to say, but what I mean is by that is that like it has like Jimmy Eats World for those of us that were around in the early. I know this is gonna sound like I'm giving it flack. It reminds me of early 2000s pop punk stuff. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. It reminds me of Jimmy Eats World, like a build up where I just take some time in the girl in the middle out the right. And you know, that sort of energy is so addictive, and it's so like catchy, and it really I think it's the type of thing that like you can latch onto, and then it just makes you feel good. You know what I mean? So you kind of like know what you're gonna get yourself into here. Like, I'm sure it's not a non-serious game, but that piece makes it feel really, really poppy, bright colors, makes you feel like on top of the world, makes you feel really like relaxed. It doesn't feel like it's a life or death. It feels very like, just joyful. And yeah, it's fun. Basic Giraffology. Remnant 2, You Shall Rise. I am once again drip feeding some Remnant 2 now that the final DLC expansion has been announced for September. If you like Annihilation, then you might enjoy this too. This is my driving to work theme. Oh boy.
You search through the Decay and death surround you. Yet darkness has not bound you.
That's pretty.
As dawn's new light calls, your world crumbles and falls. Though the sun burns your eyes, you shall rise.
It's like a real chant. I wonder if does this play while fighting something? Because that would be amazing. Really like the harmony that she sings with herself. I did, right?
You will find your home. We will meet again, my sweetest friend.
I like how it's slow but also fast, if that makes sense. I feel like isn't this the theme to the game? Or just choir underneath. It's the main theme. Oh, that's cool. Nice singing unison with the... Sounds like the piano with this intense... I'm actually getting chills. It's great. I love how it takes over, the cello takes over a little bit there. Cello is really similar to the human voice in its range. A little bit of what sounds like, yeah, throat singing in the back. That's cool, man. The throat singing is sick.
Dice will roll as time keeps beating.
That's nice and low, so you had a lot of breathiness in the sound.
Our paths unfold, tales yet untold. No matter what you face, don't ever seize that eternal chase.
Wow. Beautiful anthem. Dun, 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 dun. Low brass all the way down.
Hero in the night, keep on seeking a light. Though the sun it burns your eyes, in the end you shall rise.
Nice to switch to vowels. It's giving me a little bit Elder Scrolls Online, a little Elder Scrolls main theme there, tiny bit, and a little bit of Answers too from 14. Interesting. Love the way that Mareth went up to the top there, especially. It was really cool. To me, it's really a piece of reflection, isn't it? Like when all is said and done, we're left with this, you know, whatever this is. The sort of feels like a credits theme. Feels like a piece of deep contemplation. So again, it's the type of piece that you wouldn't see this piece on stage or something, which is such a bummer because, like, you know, this would be incredible in like a concert, you know, like a rock concert or something. You know what I mean? It's like so satisfying and it feels much deeper than a lot of the casual music that's on the radio right now, which is good, but feels a bit empty. This particular theme feels like it has so much heart and so much to say. I have fought Tecatl in Guild Wars 2 twice now. Ratchet and Clank, Blizzard primed and ready. So I remember when I put the wrong link last month? Yes, let's try again. Okay, we're in a factory. The stakes are very high. Trombones. Really nice crescendi, really subtle push and pull there with dynamics. It's getting it kind of swells in each verse. A little bit of scientific, a little bit of technology sound there with the synth. Now we get trumpet doubling. Oh, big shift. That's the theme of our heroes. The strings kind of pose a little bit of threat and danger. And never giving up, right? The strings especially say, we're never giving up. I like this. I actually love that counter melody. The synth counter melody is awesome. Oh, you're switching between dimensions. Oh, so you're hearing that music too. Ah, that's cool. Really love the strings in there so much. It's incredible how many different layers we have of this. To musically showcase two different dimensions or different worlds and bring them together is such like something that requires a lot of skill to then make into a cohesive thing. And again, this is why I'm always like laughing about how people are like, well, video game music, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, do you realize how hard that is? That's insane. To like build a narrative, connect a narrative and build a narrative and enhance a narrative through the use of music. That's really tough to do. That should be commended. That's really cool. I guess Takkato's music didn't move you too much. It is what it is. You didn't ask me about the music. You just asked me if I played Takkato. The music is great. It's one of my favorite parts about that fight. That's why I didn't answer about the music. Takkato's music is great. Oh, there's a new Heroes of Might and Magic? Really? That's amazing. Ooh, Cold Steel Coffin. Let's see. Didn't see the song on any of your near listens. Oh, man. Thank you. Thanks, Gremlin. I expect to see a lot more talking from you. Oh no. Oh no. Burning Vow? I think so. I'm not sure. Let's listen to Cold Steel Coffin. I love this track. Oh wait. Wait. Ooh. 22. I'm a little nervous to play the replicant version. Thank you, Gremlin, for those 10 gifts. Appreciate you. Cold Steel Coffin near replicant might be a little tricky because they are very notorious for taking it down. So let me, if it's okay with you, I'm so sorry to do this, but I think I'm going to play the original because this one is on YouTube and there's no issues. Since this is a re-upload, yeah. Thank you. Man, I should sit down and analyze this. There's so much stuff to talk about in here. Da. There's so many little details in here that just make it such an exceptional piece of music. Really, really terrific stuff. I know this isn't, so this wasn't the one that was on the list, but this one is the one that's officially put out by Square Enix, so they're not going to take down their own song. Whereas with that one, if the replicant version gets struck, it will also get struck on my channel. So I have to be a little bit sensitive to that. I should put Steel Coffin on the channel because what a great piece. And there's so many little things that are occurring there musically, like the way that the sopranos are singing in there, especially obviously the breathy ha 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 ha, that plus the way that we are developing that melody throughout this track. It's only 3 minutes and 26 seconds, and it feels very, very rich. So that was why I couldn't play the replicant version. So good. No worries, Musso. Yeah, it's okay. Takado's OST is really heavy on the French horn, I believe, or like real heavy on brass elements, which make us see and hear his size, which is really, really cool. I really actually love that track. All of the world bosses in that game are so impressive to fight and so much fun to fight. Anno 1409, When Cultures Meet by Shadow Knight, new patron. Hey, new patron here, and I've got for you the main theme of the game, Anno 1404. It's a city building. Isn't that's 8? I'm thinking of 18. Economic strategy game focusing on building up from nothing to a magnificent city empire with plenty of trade routes in between islands that your cities are built off on. Anno 1404 is set in the year 1404, as the name might suggest. So the game is essentially about two worlds, the Occident and the Orient, Arabia in this case. You can very clearly... Oops. Uh-oh. You can very clearly pick out that from the main theme of the game, which is also the music for its intro. The second song, main menu theme. I think I'd like to hear the main menu, actually. So I think we'll go with Foreign Shores from 1404. Wonderful counter harmony there. The trumpet melody line really triumphant, celebrating discovery and victory and so on and so forth. I like how we have that main section there that's a little corner, and now we're actually transitioning into a new section. So it's the same, but now it's sounds like it's in the trombones. Some really interesting harmony in there as well, giving emphasis to the main motif that's being played. Now we have more doubling with the trumpets again. Random. The harp is... now we pull back and we do it again. It's just repeating the same motif over and over and over, but now with a more sensitive instrumentation with flutes and with oboe and harp, of course. A little bit of timpani to still leave a sense of danger. Super pulled back, dialed back. We're slowly crescendoing there. No, it's full in volume now, but much more emotional, I'd say. Oh, that's the ending. Oh. Nice natural crescendo. Yeah, great track. You know, that track is very, very in line with so much classical music and stuff. And it does, have a lot of discovery in it. It feels like we're like seeing a vast new world, if you will. There's a lot to like there. I've played Anno 18 something just for a little bit, and those games are really cool. They're not my kind of game. I haven't played like an RTS or a strategy game like that in a long time, but they're nice. They're fun. Yeah, 1800, that's it. Yeah. Yikes. Incredible orchestral techno theme from Tekken. Great candidate for a fighting game music video as well. And yes, that would be great to know, because that will be on my to-do list pretty much next week. Ogre's theme from Tekken Tag Tournament. has such 90s grunge to it, doesn't it? There's such a smooth quality in that sound, like a sense of confidence. What I really like about that piece is the rhythm. The middle section I'm actually not crazy about. It felt a little bit slow, and I kind of wanted it to go somewhere, and it didn't until the other half of it, which was more rhythmic and forward moving. But that said, like, the soundscape is very, very 90s rooted, and I like seeing I like hearing the feeling of debonair is the wrong word, but there's a sense of like grace under fire, or confidence, or a sense of like a conqueror, if you will. I really dug that. Hey, Redcar. Oh. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Redcar. Happy birthday to you. Yesterday, of course. Happy birthday yesterday. Yeah, but that was fun to listen to. I've never heard Tekken Tag Tournaments music, and I'm glad that's on my radar now. O Omnis Lacrima from Versus 13 version, Final Fantasy Versus 13. The original version of Omnis Lacrima that was scrapped alongside Versus 13, original F15, was a spin-off called FF Versus 13 under the director Tetsuya Nomura, director of Kingdom Hearts, with a completely different and darker Shakespearean plot that centered around death, sleep, and dreams. Hence the song Somnus, which was created for but carried over to 15, revolving around a goddess of death that Noctis's kingdom actually worshipped. It was heavily inspired by Hamlet and Romeo and Juliet, unfortunately the origin for many reasons, but the original Omnis Lacrima still remains, which I and a lot of others still find superior to the F15 one. Really? I've never heard this one before. Let's check it out. Okay, I've heard the one in 15. Is this V13 footage here? I've never seen this before. Must be. What an incredible choral piece. Chant, 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 chant. Again, you hear how the basses are supporting the upper register sopranos. The oboe over top is so cool. Well, you can tell different. I mean, like the same but different. Oh wow, everyone's here. Even Luna Freya, was that her name? Yeah. The slow moving singers down the octave, or down the steps there. I like how that just says Yuna. Yeah, Shimamura. Eternal tormenting in his sleep. Damn, now I wish we got a Final Fantasy V13. Oh, that sounds great. I mean, I know that we get a version of that, but moreover, I'm just... Stella? I like that. I also like the ending, especially where we sort of dip into the sound of sleep when it talks about tormented sleep. Oh, Stella was the original heroine. Oh man, that's cool. I've heard some Professor Layton. Let's do some Ragnarok Online. Adios. Well, No. No, I want to listen to something new. Tree of Savior. Bonjour Tristesse. From Tree of Savior. What the hell is that? Oh, the new Chris Christodolo, yeah. Whoa. Crazy. Like, I feel like that song would go so well at a dance club. That I didn't dislike it, but I wasn't crazy about it. It was kind of all over the place, but I did like the descending down the harpsichord. I mean, I love the harpsichord being used in really unique and fresh ways, and I think that certainly was one of those ways. I would have to listen to that like 4 more times because I actually think that melodically that was really fun. I really like how essentially we're using harpsichord in like a dance break tune, which is just immensely satisfying. I mean, there's a lot in there that's just. I love the bouncing quality. I love again, we have another song that's based around mischievousness. Obviously, like. It's probably a battle theme. Rose of Sharon from the original RO was straight up EDM. I guess I was expecting some different kind of music. I mean, it's really interesting and it's and fun, no doubt about it. That's a piece that I have to listen to like I think 5 more times to really get. I'm gonna highlight it just so I can listen to it again. Oop, shit. What's happening there? There it goes. Okay. Eversong Woods Night Music. This is always one of my favorite ambient scores of the game. It feels very haunting but enchanting at the same time to me. It invokes a lingering sadness and beauty. Oh, I love this one. That big gash. The big gash in the after the fight with Arthas. Don't you think that the reason why the cello... So I think, to me, the cello... To me, that cello symbolizes 3 different things. Well, 2 different... Well, 3 different things. Symbolizes Sylvanas, that in this place, like her homeland is where she was turned into... The fight against Arthas, she's turned into the Banshee, the Wraith, and the Banshee. So to me, the cello represent, and again, this is all like subjective, so it's whatever it means to you. But to me, the cello represents Sylvanas, like sadness, but it's weird because there's also the quality of bitterness that I think she feels after like having her body like extra like removed from her, like her soul removed from her body or whatever exactly happens there. That coupled with, I think, Arthas too, like I think that this piece symbolizes great hurt and suffering, despite the fact that it's like beautiful with fall leaves and the feeling of like Arthas lost everything by siding and by taking place and being a part of the Lich King, the Lich King's legacy, the Lich King's life, the Lich King's story. Everything that happened, his desire to save his people, his desire to protect Jaina, his desire to when he picks up what's it called his sword, all that stuff comes to a head here for me. And then thirdly, I think that this song represents obviously the Frostmourne. And then I obviously also think that this piece represents, the sort of the death of so many, so many folks, not only when we're talking about, it's been a minute since I read the Arthas book, but I think it represents the place too. And I think that the plucking represents the magic of the blood elves, the sort of mystery of the blood elves as well. So it almost wants to be. It's almost like it if it could, it would be a violin, right? There's a sound in there yeah, the leitmotif is the same as the Lament of the Highborn, right? And that sound, to me, also it represents just like the vastness of that gash on the in the world, and I feel like if none of that stuff had happened with Arthas, and I feel like that's such a big part of the story of the Eversong Woods. Like I think that musically this would be a violin. It would probably still have a bit of a languid melody, but it wouldn't be quite as the cello is giving it a real wide space in my ear. You know, it sounds really like deep and yeah. Strings take over the cello a little bit. Long sustain there in the cello. The harp really provides that mystery. You could also say that the cello mixed with the harp could almost be Sylvanas, like talking to herself, or it, connecting to her former self, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? It's pretty interesting. I lowered the music ever so slightly. Forgot all the different. So do you hear how, like, here and Gremlin, I don't think we'll listen to all of this just because it's 10 minutes and there's a ton of stuff here, but there's a lot. But what I'd like to point out, I'll do like 2 more minutes. What I'd like to point out though is that this section here, this is with the flute. So the flute, again, we when we talk about like how music is created, we have to look at the instrument choices, because instrument choice plays an immeasurably huge part of the process, right? One of the interesting things about this is that this is automatically way more peaceful than the stuff that we heard before. Both iterations, with the one with the harp, the duet between the harp and the cello, and then the first half, which is, the sort of like one that you experience when you walk into this Eversong Woods. So this one is much more bright. It feels like a garden. It feels like something a little bit calmer. It feels like, not limited to the battles that have occurred in this area. You know what I mean? The swell on the strings, so beautiful. It almost has an anticipatory. The flute almost twinkles in the harp. It's actually like. A little bit of chorus in here too. I could listen to that the whole time, but we have to keep going. Eversong Woods is definitely beautiful. And so, actually, this leads me to a really interesting topic that I'd like to eventually make a video on: is the importance of melodic music when it comes to, the importance of ambient music when it comes to storytelling and world building. Is something that's so wonderfully unique to video games specifically, where in order for us to really feel like we're living in a space, ambient music is the thing that helps us to tell the story. Ambient music is required to guide us. Now, we can get away without having any music at all and only feature ambient sound. So like woods, especially, or like, creaking trees or birds or footsteps of animals and stuff like that. That really helps. Sound design is a big component of setting a scene. The best part is next. One more minute. Just one more minute. Well, either way, I mean, there too is another prime example of how musically, this does such a great job of putting us in a scene, and like how the different instruments are used, how the different instruments are interchanged. All of this is what makes, I think, partly what keeps World of War, and it's the thing that no one talks about because no one seems to, like, they don't understand, or they don't connect with how valuable it is. And obviously gameplay has to come first with most games, but like something like World of Warcraft that's been around for so long, everything is iterated so that it is important and connecting. It's like music is the connective tissue to so much of what makes the experience of exploring these lands worth doing. I don't think, now this may be brash, but I don't think that World of Warcraft would always still be popular, but I don't think it would be as meaningful an experience without the sound design and the music going hand in hand with that experience. You know what I mean? Gremlin, I want to, but I gotta keep going. Can we let's find a different way. Or better yet, why don't we'll figure it out. But I should keep going just for the sake of time. I sorry. Oh, 9 souls. We can find a way. All right, collage, 9 souls. Yeah, the idea of no return is prominent motif in 9 souls. Story and its music, the song plays during the credits, acting as the game's thesis statement. Ooh, heavy spoilers in this. I'm gonna look away because I'm actually playing this. Sound like she's saying, "Don't go darkly, don't go into that good night," or the famous quote. Wow, I'm surprised to see this because musically. I think we're spoiler free because I think this is the end. I think I have to put this game back on my to-do list. This is Mandarin? Whoa. Wow. Wow. That's amazing. Really, really good. Nine Souls is a really cool game. I really need to pick that up. Thank you for sharing that with me. That was awesome. You watched my Wukong playthrough? Thank you. We're still going. Next week. Frozen Embers and the Crimson Moon. Disufiora theme. Final phase theme for one of the original Elder Dragons of Monster Hunter Frontier. Disufiora. The monster was designed to be a black dragon. A monster of the same tier of existence as Fatalis. Can't wait. What? Reset. What a desperate battle. What's up, Sukulu? What's up, bro? You really hear electric guitar very rarely. Xenogre's theme for sure. Wow, the heavy emphasis on the beats, so cool. dum dum chum dum dum dum. The little accent. The whispering is incredibly evocative. I wish it did a little bit more because it's so it's such a visceral piece. I really want to listen to more of this. There's a lot to break down. Sorry, I had to yawn. There's a lot to break down in there. There's actually a bunch of stuff that's like very, very, very interesting in that piece, especially with the choir and the chorus. Здравствуйте. So that is a piece that I'd like to really take another deep dive, listen into, and really talk about individually because there's a lot going on in there. That's pretty neat. That was just phase 2. Oh, interesting. Southern Gothic, hard space shipbreaker. After leasing your life away, you work far away from OSHA guidelines as a spaceship salvager in the hopes of paying off the debt. This OST is absolutely perfect to work to in any setting. Olo. Classic blues style. It's a simulator? Hard space. I like that it's slow paced. Ew. got like I'm working hard for my money type music. Man, the guitar lick is so sick. A little bit of improv there. All this stuff would stress me out though, for sure. I like that the piece doesn't fit the setting per se. Even though you're like, you're just paying off your debts, you know?
This is more.
I think it really it fits the thinky portion of this game very much. Just the feeling of like, you know, doing the thing there. Hey, Call of Duty open beta. I'm getting sucked into Steam. Okay, next up is Mystic Square 352 Loops. The title does say live version, but I think it's due to in-game events rather than it being played live. This is by far one of the best songs from the fighting games. I'm not sure what else I can say about it other than the stage is set. Now it's on to you to stop the crisis. Toho 15.5 Antimony of Common Flowers Tonight stars an easygoing egoist. Huh? That's the title. I like the jazz glissandi and no, DJ, you're fine. This is diegetic. Really? Oh. I love the trumpet accents there. Actually, the piano is so impressive to me. I kind of wish it was live. The guitar makes it feel like it's got tension, right? Dun, 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 dun. I love listening to bass line. Slight key change there. I think that's fun. You know, what I like about that is the feeling of confidence, the feeling of enthusiasm, the feeling of joy, the feeling of a battle that's constantly moving, especially with the movement in the piano. The piano is all over the place, but lots of arpeggiations, almost to the point that they sound like glissandi. Glissandi is when you put your finger down on the piano and go brrrr. It sounds like that. It's warm, it's playful and silly, and a little bit of ha, but also like not really. It's kind of serious. I mean, it's so charming. It's great. I really enjoyed that. Heaven's Word. Oh, I was listening to a playlist of 14 songs while working out, as I should. Don't we all? I also did not go to the gym today and came across this one, Emotional. Oh, does anybody have any good news that you're wanting to share? I have some good news. One of my mods has a job and they're going to be very busy. Wanted to take a moment to say congrats to Tsuki for starting a new chapter of his life. Very, very happy for Tsuki to be in the workforce and not leaving his moderation roles, his moderation job. You're going on a cruise next week. Wow, that's exciting. Enjoy that. I've always wanted to do an Alaskan cruise. Get that bag. That's right. We out here making it work. He's going to be changing people's lives, whether he realizes it or not. You're going to be 39 tomorrow. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mircea. Happy birthday to you. 39. I'm about to be 37 in 3 weeks. Good news that I got. It's Friday. Gonna get down on Friday. Got off work for the weekend. Damn, it's 2 o'clock, depending on where you are. Hype for the upcoming vacation. Hell yeah. Yeah, I heard War Within is great. Is my non-Expaya song on the list somewhere? Did not see it. You bought a new cosplay. Woo, gives you another reason to work out. Hell yeah. Starting college on Sunday. Ooh, I finished off my student loans and my car loan. Oh my goodness, Kramen, that's incredible. Whew. Wow. I'm almost there. I have another bit to go, but yeah. That's awesome. You have college courses to take. Woo, got it. Well, got to go to the gym. Enjoy the gym. You got yourself 2 Gunpla and they look sweet. Hell yeah. We're not going to talk about the prog rock credits theme of Elemental Master. What's that? You're going to be adopting a kitten? Wow. Wrenching. I'll take a look in a little bit. You're at work doing the night shift. Oof. Your girlfriend is visiting. Oh, thank you for the 5 mems. I appreciate the 5 memberships. Thank you. You haven't seen your girlfriend in 2 years? Please don't please don't dox your girlfriend. I will check in a second. I'm so happy because my girlfriend coming from this address will be here soon. Just teasing. Oh my god. Wait, what the fuck? What is with you guys? Gremlin, thank you. Wow. Akaru, thank you. These are not cheap. The memberships are not cheap. That is a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you. My goodness. You want to see more green in the chat? What am I talking about? What are you talking about? How dare you one-up me? You're at work? You're running D&D later. Ooh. I hope everybody here makes lots of green. Gremlin, I hope you have a job. That's all I want to say to you. I don't know what you mean, Daniel. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, Gremlin, I pray that the money you give me, which I thank you, but I just pray it's not like your mom's money. Your work from home. Good. Listen, some of my patrons are like 19. And I would have never given anyone any money at 19. So. I was trying to be an opera singer at 19. I had no money to give. Thank you. Thank you for your generous subs. Memberships. It's not a child. Man, this is so high. It goes up to a high C. It's such an amazing opening. I love the shift here into the big chorus. Heavensward is what made me want to keep playing Final Fantasy XIV. And Dawn Trail is what made me stop playing 14. I love the reset as we see the broken world of Ishgard. And then the horn background here. This is such peak 14 music. There's like 4 musical shifts in here. It's so satisfying. And then this shift from Warrior to, oh no, Ted Alegi. Man, the Dragoon, man. Oh, Jesus. I love it so much. If there's one track in this whole game that I just like continually just love, it's that one. That one. Oh man, Worm's Tale from Stormblood, of course. There's a couple others that I like. I have like on Spotify. There's like a Final Fantasy 14 bangers only playlist that I listen to quite a bit. That I love, but you know, this game, it's interesting. I've had, 600 plus hours now in Final Fantasy 14, and the game has definitely had some ups and downs for me. But Heavensward was like the entry point into like a beautiful journey, I would say, of discovery and of appreciation for the game and the storytelling. Stormblood was another dip, but I still enjoyed the setting quite a bit, but I was kind of moving through it. Shadowbringers is like a beautiful giant piece of cheesecake. Ugh. And then Endwalker was like a nice piece of apple pie. Dawn Trail, I don't know. I'm not a big fan. I need to finish it, but I can already tell. I don't like forcing myself to do stuff, especially when it comes to video games. So I'm just like kind of just gonna sit on it for a long time, probably a year at this rate. I just don't have it in me to push through. I almost feel like Dawn Trail is like, based on what I've played, and I did watch a story synopsis just so I could understand what was happening, so I didn't have to feel like, oh no, I'm gonna get spoiled. But Dawn Trail to me is basically like in between A Realm Reborn and Stormblood, like right in the middle. Like I don't even want to like invest the time right now. The music's good. I mean, I have no problem with the music. And I think actually that's why I pivoted to Guild Wars 2, because I was looking for another MMO outlet, and Guild Wars actually fits my general play style and like the way I enjoy games in a totally better way. Final Fantasy 14 is a great story. The raid series in Final Fantasy is awesome. But I don't really play. I was trying to think about like what kind of MMO player I am. And I just love exploration, which, okay, 14 doesn't have. World of Warcraft has, but I don't think it's quite front and center. I think to me, WoW is more about gear and like collecting things and like doing stuff, right? And Guild Wars 2 has all of that too. But like, for instance, I've played 116 hours of Guild Wars 2, and all of it has been basically to get mounts. So now, after I get my flight mastery up, I'm done. I've got everything but the turtle, the jade robot, and yeah, that's it. Those are the only in the skiff. Those are the only two I'm missing. But I'm less concerned about those. So like the sky, I mean, it's anyway. It doesn't matter. I'm not trying to poo-poo on any of those, because I do love 14 very much. It's very nice to get our character to smile again. I enjoyed seeing my character, my beautiful Vera bunny boy, go, No one could deny that. Guild Wars is free. You just have to buy the expansions. Anyway, I don't want to wax poetic. I really love 14, and it was nice to revisit Heavensward, of course. Okay, Manuel's always giving me. What are you giving me here, Manuel? You always give me the wildest game choices. Phobia Saint Mullet Mad Jack. I'll listen to that. What is this? Mullet Mad Jack. You know I gotta look this up. Is this on Steam? Okay, wait, what? Squirrel with a gun? Oh, I love this. Mullet Mad Jack. What? One sec. Yes. I've heard about this, actually. Booter Shooter? What? Yeah, alright. Yeah, I'm here for it. Absolutely. Hopefully you can change the what's it called? First person view FPS. Or FOV, sorry. What is going on back here? Oh, I love. That was amazing. That was such a great check. Yep. That went in the cart. I loved that. Magma Ocean from Chaos Rings 3 Fatal Frame. I think you'll like this one. You think so? Let's hear it. I do. Interesting, more dissonance there. Nice harmonies in there. Nice harmonies and rhythm. Gives me a little bit of the National Russian Male Ensemble. Wow, that was cool. Holy crap. That is something I would absolutely play for somebody that's from the classical music end of things. Really, really, really neat. Fatal Frame always brings out these very, very rich classical pieces in a modern time period. The Who's a What's-a? The Senki Meya Spun Glass. Love me not. Okay. Yes, ostinato. Oh wow, that's a cool way to mix the rhythm up. Is this a visual novel? I like how it plays with the rhythm. It changes meter. It changes where the big beat is, where the strong beat is. Wow, this is awesome. I loved that. That was so neat. Oops. That was so interesting to me. I loved it. It was just like really interesting variety of rhythm there. The soundscape kept you moving. It didn't feel like it ever dragged. It was a really neat piece. Really neat piece. Oh, the Tragic Prince from Castlevania Symphony of the Night, theme for Dracula's the Cock Tower, I just said. So that's, I'm not going to pretend like I didn't say it. I didn't mean to, but that's what I said. So. Ah, I forgot about the double bass. I love the twinkling of the night in the bells. What a great track. It's the double bass drum for me. It just sends it. And what a great loop too. You could listen to that all day. Yeah, what an awesome track. I mean, there's no denying how good The Tragic Prince is, especially like because that's what plays when you start. If I recall correctly. All right, we're checking out Panacea. Great track. Hyperlight Drifter. Yeah, the whole album is disasterpiece, playing with themes of mourning and being sick, a lot of intentional compression and artificing in the music. It reminds me a lot of modern Debussy. This one's one where it really feels like a long 6 minutes. This was on my list for underappreciated gems, but it didn't end up on the actual video because I ran out of time. But it absolutely feels like modern Debussy, if you will. Just gonna sit here silently. Yeah, it's a beautiful 6 minutes, isn't it? And I think again, it reminds me so much of what's weird. It doesn't really have well, actually, it does sort of have a discernible melody, but ya da 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 ya da do 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 do. It meanders a lot. But yeah, exactly. It does have Debussy. It does remind me a bit of Clair de Lune. It does remind me of, pieces of Debussy that are much more. It certainly feels like modern impressionism, which I think is really lovely. I think it's a track that could easily be misunderstood, and a track that could be easily glanced over. And sitting with it is it's wonderful. And there's something really, 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 really poetic and expressive about it, but in a very sort of contained and close to the chest kind of way, which is very common for Debussy, I would say. Not broadly, I'm not a Debussy expert per se, but certainly the pieces that I've listened to by Debussy, that's the feeling there. Voice of Cards. Oh, my friend Karin is in the third one of these. She's the main voice here. Voice of Cards, the Forsaken, the Forsaken Maiden Training card game for children. Story by Yoko Taro. Music by Keiichi Okami. Is it Emmy? I don't think it is. Certainly not Emmy. Maiden Training. Voice of Cards. It's such a beautiful sound too. It's so airy and breathy. I wonder how these games are. I love a good card game. Okay. Feels almost like a chant, like an invocation or something, you know, like so cool. I definitely want to listen to Tonight from Yakuza Kiwami. Hell yeah. I actually love Yakuza Kiwami. I stopped after that. I played half of 2. I need to play 0. Thank you, Zion. It's karaoke, yeah, it's a karaoke song. Tonight, restart from the night. It's actually crazy that there's karaoke in this game. it shouldn't be that. It's kind of funny. It shouldn't be that fun, is it? Right? It just shouldn't be. Like the amount of detail and time that went into creating something so reasonably memorable is pretty wild, and it, like a perfectly legitimately good song. Like it's that's the thing that just that's the thing that really blows me away about that game. Is it was really fun. It was a really fun experience to play Yakuza Kiwami. I need to play Yakuza 0. Renshin, I'm looking at your thing. We'll keep this to a separate video. Hope is the thing with feathers. I got you. We'll do a separate video for that. And that goes for Troy's as well. So don't worry about those. Okay. I gotta do a Honkai Star Rail video anyway, so I'll throw that in there. Jazz Jackrabbit. A piece of history from a late 90s platformer, Jazz Belmont. Why is this so tense? This is a bait and switch. I will do the whole video. The organ. Kind of fun. I mean, it definitely like gets you amped up, right? It's like, yeah, let's freaking go. It's funny. I have not ever heard that before. Hercules, Titan boss fight. No, Titan flight. Okay. Okay. This is from the PlayStation version of Hercules. Oh my god, it's the motif. Da 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 da. Oh man, I love this. It's my favorite Disney movie. Da da da. Same. A little bit of syncopation in there. Obviously, this is the tense part of the Titan flight, but a little bit of the "I can go the distance" motif in there. It's just playing with the motif. Another shift and dreamed are a place where heroes will come. Will be waiting for me. Will cheer when they see my face, and our boys keep saying this is where I'm meant to be. My way, I can go the distance, I can go down. So I can be strong. I know every. It's amazing. Where my wife, there I go. It's on Steam? No, it's not. Where I belong. Is it really? Da da da. Da da. It's $5? Oh, damn. This looks good. How is it as hard as like your typical N60 SNES NES platformer? Cuz well, I'm gonna add it to the cart. Oh, it's it's you know I love me some Hercules. All right, let's see. I often dreamed of a far off place. Pretty easy. I'll take it. Where our heroes will. Oh, more Republic Commando. Hell yeah. Here's a mix of the main theme plus 2 tracks since you were disappointed. Since you were disappointed that the main theme was so short. Okay, contest squad of brothers, elite clone troopers sent to complete the most dangerous mission of the Clone Wars behind enemy lines. Oh, I'm obsessed with Vodon. Cooler. Wait, is this? I love the swirling strings in the back. my god, show me something. I know all this stuff. The training. The training. Oh, the chant is amazing. Didn't Bounty Hunter just come to Steam? Wait, is there... Oh, very positive. Hell yeah. I love that. Oh, da 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 da. That's the Da da da. Wait, I know that theme. Da 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 da. Oh, that's the droid theme. Separatist March. Oh, I'm a big Star Wars music nerd. Yeah, Vision of Naboo. Man, the way that the choir comes together. Look up the Yvonne. Look up the great. I listened to the greatest RTS music ever made. That was the video. Oh, definitely get some more Mars. Some wars. You definitely get some wars. I love the low. They made this language? Yeah, I've heard Ni no Kuni 2's music. Not as much as Ni no Kuni 1, which I was a huge fan of. Mandoa? That's right. I love Ni no Kuni's menu music. Yeah, love it. Oh, it's amazing. That's another motif. Yes, I will. I will for sure. Jesus, I'm sorry. It's so Star Wars. I mean, look, I know that we're at a period, an impasse where where we, Outlaws just came out, and there's been some complex feelings about Ubisoft and an open world game and so on and so forth. And I have to say that Star Wars music is always just so good, whether it's John Williams or John Williams adjacent. And obviously Wilbert Roget, who wrote the Helldivers music, Helldivers 2 music, it was the main composer of Outlaws. And so for me, I almost like must buy it. Super Bombad Racing music? No, I haven't. Age of Mythology. Yeah, I saw the Age of Mythology Retold is soon out. I definitely want to check that out. Definitely do. I don't know that I'll be able to play it, but definitely want to check out the music. Yeah, it's Oh, I know. I remember Bombad Racing. Of course I do. I think I played it. All right, so let me just take an itinerary here. Okay, we have 22 tracks left. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here. I'm going to go ahead and create a private stream for those of us that are part of the Patreon, and we will do that plus our investor call next Wednesday. Wednesday will be the investor call. And what we will do is I will just give you a quick update about what happened in August, for better or for worse. And then after that, we will move into these last 20 some odd songs. I'm sorry we couldn't get to everybody, just because things were a little bit of a mess with my schedule and travel and stuff. So certainly when I travel, which I'm not doing because we're saving up for stuff, so I won't be traveling the rest of the year. So we won't have any issues with whatever. Redcar, if you wouldn't mind, and thank you for doing this, just grabbing all of these, tossing them into just leave August. Start September, but leave August as it is. And then I will grab the rest of August, and then we'll move into September. If this continues to become an issue, which it probably won't be, we'll just have to adjust how the Patreon is structured, but I'm really, really quite happy with how it's been. And I've so enjoyed listening to pieces with you and obviously having some things to say, some not things to say. Again, if you don't know, I mean, the point of this is really just for listening. Listening and, listening to, and then obviously these are a lot of tracks that I'd like to go in and do some deeper dives on, put them in package videos that I've been trying to push towards out more, introduce others to this kind of music as well. A lot of really cool stuff. So it's neat, and I really enjoy these streams. I hope you do too. Thanks a ton. Happy end of August for those of you that celebrate the end of August. Yeah, have great weekends, and I will see you on Wednesday for a private Patreon stream. Thank you so much for being here. Sorry that we didn't get to everybody, but I'm sure you're aware of even how many songs did we listen to today? We listened to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 31. So, and we'll do a public stream for September on Friday. Yes. Okay, everybody, take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay. Bye. See you, everybody. Have a great weekend. Bye.